So Alt 5, when it says changes to signalized intersections, are we talking about the intersections that would have been at Wilson and Bank?
Wilson doesn't have
So
any.
Wilson's in front
Well,
of the
Queen
Arts Center.
Street, yeah, if we had
It's on
added
Main
Queen
Street,
Street, yeah,
So it would be the signal at Queen, not at Wilson. It wouldn't be like we was adding one at Wilson.
no,
No.
there's no add, right,
So we're
that's
not
correct.
adding anything additional, we're just
No.
putting it where it's already there.
It's
Okay.
Right.
existing
restructuring.
signals, you're just adding pedestrian
Yeah.
accommodations at those signals.
At the same signals that are already there.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was gonna say, well then maybe that in front of Wilson, we get a lot of talk about people crossing there in front of the Arts Center.
Right.
But that's off the table, that's why.
The state didn't like that.
They didn't like that
They
idea,
did not want
right.
to approve that.
Yeah. I knew
we
that
did-
there was an issue.
He
That's
did
why I was
ask,
wondering.
he did put that in a design to send to the state, and they would not
Okay.
approve the crosswalk.
Yeah, okay.
And then I do just want to point out, since you mentioned the Art Center, we said base bid. We did on that base bid ask that the sidewalk in front of the Art Center to where the funeral home is, Tall Funeral Home, that property, that sidewalk would be included in this.
Okay.
What do y'all think?
I think we do it. I mean, if we've got the money to do the 1.5,
Well,
unless there's something I'm not seeing.
I would just say I did not feel comfortable with the bid submitted last month. You all did not feel comfortable with it. I feel comfortable with base bid plus alt 1, alt 2. And we'll work out the landscaping, we can work that out ourselves. So as Stephen said, they'll build everything into the project. We're the ones that are gonna have to figure out what goes
What
in
goes
there,
there.
but we have resources to do
But
that.
you also have a plan.
We do have a
You
plan,
have a
yeah.
plan that shows.
That shows you
Yeah.
exactly what's supposed to be there, and
Yeah.
all we have to do is fulfill it.
Yeah.
Just find a contractor, to do it.
Outside
Mm-hmm.
of federal, that doesn't have to be approved and all that, right? Okay.
It's not.
His name is Nathan Boston. Whether he knows it or not.
Yeah, that would be my recommendation, to you all, is
Yeah.
because you're not gonna use all of that $320,000 match, because you're not gonna use all $1.6 million. You're gonna have $60,000-$70,000 probably left out of that 300. And then once you, at that point, you take and use that.
But it will still count as match?
It
Or
will
no?
not, it'll just be.
It'll be outside the match.
You don't- It'll just be
Okay.
money you budgeted.
Right.
I guess you all can make that
Okay.
decision. It's money you budgeted for the project match, but
We can
we
use
won't
it.
use all that.
Yeah.
But
And
we won't get penalized for not using the money for the
No.
match, I guess is what I'm saying.
It'll just be a couple $100,000 that goes back to the state.
The reality, there's gonna be a change order somewhere we don't even anticipate that will probably drive that cost up, and we'll need every bit of what's committed from the state.
So what do you need us to do, sir?
Well, I need, I guess,
So this is
your all's
the bid then.
concurrence.
This is the Walker bid right there?
Got one more.
What we're looking at?
Yeah, and if
One more
you,
question before we-
they've done a great job, breaking down costs associated with everything. If you had any questions, we can certainly get you those answers.
Okay.
But if you all are agreeable, I would ask for a motion to approve the base bid, alt 1 and alt 2 on the
Can I ask a question?
bid that's been submitted. Yes, sir.
How, I know we're saying when we get this other money on the Maysville, we're gonna ask for more money for this. I wonder how close they'll hold on these prices. Cause I mean, it's gonna basically,
Everything's gonna
Okay.
always, it's, as they say, everything's as cheap as it's ever gonna be right now. So we know North Maysville is gonna come in
well, at least we
higher.
know what they bid on now, we'll know
Yeah.
what their increases
We got
are.
that, and then when we go to ask for money, we'll add a contingency. on
Well,
top
that's
of that.
coming up soon too, right? It's not like it's way down the road. You said June,
Taxable.
July.
That's when the new cycle will
So
go
the,
out.
so,
Right.
so the prices shouldn't be just ridiculously higher, since it's so
Should.
close to where we're at right now.
And when will this one start? We do this?
Really as quickly as the state, that we'll have to send everything back to the state once they give us a notice to proceed. in conjunction with the contractor, yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that I've asked, they have to be in a DBE plan. And I've asked them to try to get that to me this week. So they're working on that. We're gonna try to set a pre-construction meeting for next week. That way, whenever we do get that notice to proceed, then they can mobilize and go. But I think that I think they'll be out there in June. I mean, that's my opinion.
This first Friday's safe.
Yeah.
The next one, I don't know about.
Well, I don't know, it's supposed to rain this first Friday, so we're trying to come up with a contingency plan.
But that's good, like, this could turn pretty quick, that
That would be
we'll
great.
be able to
So we
start,
thought-
yeah.
Well, it's also, we'll receive some revenue from occupation, from people being in town. We'll receive some taxes.
Yeah.
To, help a little bit. Every little bit helps, right?
Yeah,
That'd be quite a bit of tax, I would think.
but our commitment, we can fit this in our budget confidently, so.
Did you bid?
We have not.
Or
Oh,
did you?
make a motion, no, I,
Make a
if anybody
motion.
wants to do it.
I know.
Okay, I'll say.
Motion Barnes, second Helton. Any further discussion? All in favor of accepting, motion is presented, base bid, alt 1, alt 2. Well, I did it again. I'm in the wrong meeting. Hold members, please.
Just, you know what you do.
I know, I've been in too many Gateway ad meetings, I'm sorry.
Barnes,
Aye.
Helton,
Aye.
King, Ledford, Murphy,
Aye.
Trimble.
Okay, thank you. I'll make notifications, Stephen, tomorrow, and we'll get this ball rolling as quickly as
Good
possible.
stuff.
Yeah,
You give me a letter, recommended.
I'll get you a letter, I'll have that done tonight, and I'll have this ready for Holly tomorrow, and I'll put you on the email. You want me to send it to you or send it to Holly? Send it to Holly, okay.
And I'll make
Just need a motion to adjourn?
Yep.
Second?
Sure.
Second.
We want to notify the merchants, though, and let them know
We
what's
will,
going
yeah,
on.
we'll-
Keep in touch with them.
We'll set up a
Send
meeting
them
for you.
prayers.